go see Christian Watson. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Packers and the Giants, next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition. It's set to do battle here as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as... push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 21 carries, 67 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. And that's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And look at this Packers defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Off play action, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
You had a punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in a win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this one is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, like I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Buying time to his left.
Another catch from Melton.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Steps away. Wilson snags it left side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
3rd down and 1. On play action, Fields.
Flush to his right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Back to throw, Fields. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This is 3rd and goal. Now this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Fields.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So after the made field goal. Here's Carlson to send it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields.
Rolling to his right. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
To throw is Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
And a pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is incomplete.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. He hit us first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out to his left. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Fields.
He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Touchdown.
Christian Watson
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Packer pressured, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They go play action here on 1st down.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Jamie Gillen now on to punt.
This is fielded at the 27. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Fields now to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Well, he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Throwing again is Fields.
Steps away to his... And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jones throw pulled in by Lamb.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now the Packers Packers get set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Play action. It's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He's to the 15.
Nice move. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Fields flushed out right.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
They'll roll him out right.
This is caught, it's Christian Watson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
On play action, Fields.
On the move to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed
from 19 yards away.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Jones now throwing on third and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall up, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of...
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. New York set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing on third and long. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Returnable here from the 38. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over first and 10. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Back to throw. Fields. He'll buy some time right. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. It's third touchdown of the game. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. And now out come the Giants. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, this offense on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Now it's Fields.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Montez Sweat with a tackle. Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good game and a 1st down.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Isaiah Pacheco. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to claw one back.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have for him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Well, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
Steps away.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Timberland.
To throw again. Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lucas Van Ness picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Jamie Gillendow as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields out to his left. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw is Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Fields. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. First down.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Again, he'll drop to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Half 18, half 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jones on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Pass complete across the formation to Melton.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fields now to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Jones. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now one final throw here is incomplete.